It's 8:13. This is our segment that we do each month with the Grant County Economic Growth Council, and fortunately for us, we don't have to endure the mustache for 20 minutes this morning. Tim is not here. That's the first thing you see when he walks in. His mustache comes in ahead of everything else. See, we're taking shots at him because he's not here and he's supposed to be. I thought I'd just fire the first salvo. Mr. Breen, do you want to add anything to that?
You know, he gets kind of hostile about the idea that we pick on him when he's not here, and he sends his people, who are very nice people.
And, yes,
well
and informed.
They are put out front to shed the blood. And when I say things like that, for some reason he gets upset.
Yeah, you already let him have it. What was it, yesterday when you found out he wasn't coming in today?
Yeah.
So that was good of you to do that.
So let's move along.
Let's do that. Well, I mean, we love to see Allison and Charity. It's not that. And they both bring us good information and all that.
They just deserved a better fate, that's all.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies. I don't know. All right. Allison Everett is with us, Marketing Communications Director, and Charity Bailey, the Director of Administration with the Growth Council. Allison, first, I understand Tim had sent me an email that you have recently completed a training course of some sort. Would you share that with us, what it means?
I had the opportunity to go to Kansas City and visit the Kauffman Foundation, and they are solely dedicated to the education and equipping of intentional entrepreneurs or current entrepreneurs. So I did training through the Fast Track program, and that will now help me as I lead the Young Entrepreneurs program and moving forward with our other collegiate business case competitions.
You've been involved with the Young Entrepreneurs thing for several years now.
The Growth Council has. This is my first year.
This is your first year with it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody try to keep track of these people 2, 3, 5 years down the road to see what becomes of them?
That's a great
that are
point.
Recognized.
This is the 4th year for the program.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I know it doesn't happen right away. I understand that.
Our inaugural class would be wrapping up college years. That would be a good measure.
It'd be kind of fun to see what becomes of them.
Yeah.
Can we go back through and talk about the young entrepreneurs that have been named? What was it? I want to say a couple weeks ago. Wasn't that?
Earlier this summer, we named 15 students from Marion High School and 15 from Mississisnewa.
Right.
For next year, obviously, we're going to continue to reach out to the other schools in Grant County and get them involved in this progressive program. And we're excited. The first session will be September 2nd. And their students are going to hear from local community leaders, business leaders, about how to start a business. And it's a 10-week program. By the end, they will be able to pitch a business plan and be excited about the opportunity of hopefully starting that business locally, staying in the area.
It's kind of neat. I get to sit in on one of those because my daughter was involved in one of those business presentations, and they had a panel of judges, distinguished judges. I mean, Tim Harris, I know, was one of the judges. I won't go through the whole list. I think you had about, is it a 4-judge panel or thereabouts? I think it was at that time.
The students will present at the school level with local judges.
Right.
And then for the finals, we bring in non-local
The
judges
heavy
at
hitters.
the state level.
Okay.
So it's great networking for the students, whether they realize that they should be networking or not. Great exposure and just a wealth of wisdom in the room to draw upon. After they present, they can get feedback and learn moving forward.
Allison, if I remember from our discussions before, the major stumbling block with the other schools getting involved, I think they said had to do with they don't have the personnel they feel they can devote to actually bringing this program into their system. Does that continue to be the main obstacle in this not getting into the other schools at this point?
Sure. I think that since the program is an enrichment program, YEP is an enrichment to the current curriculum, and since the restructuring of the education system, they have a lot of other things on their plate, a lot of other boxes to check at the beginning of the school year.
Sure.
So it's very understandable, but I hope that we can invite some of the other schools to the YEP sessions this year and they'll see the value and work hard to fit it into their already jam-packed schedule.
Yep, for Young Entrepreneurs Program. All right, Charity, she is here, by the way, sipping on her Starbucks coffee. Do you want to add anything to the Young Entrepreneurs program?
No, not really. I think it's a really exciting program, and I mean, really, the Growth Council just would love to get more schools involved. I mean, but that's to the bottom line. It's just a great opportunity. So we're really pushing that this year to just see how many other schools can partner with us. All
right. We'll be back and talk more with the ladies, Grant County Economic Growth Council, after this break, and we'll also get Chris's forecast coming up.
Okay, we are well into the dog days of summer now. Today it's going to be sunny, it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid. The temperature is going to get up to about 83. Tonight it'll drop down to about 65 overnight. Increasing cloudiness, chance of more thunderstorms and showers after midnight, much like it was last night. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, very much the same pattern. Possibility of rain, a lot of humidity, and warm temperatures. By Saturday, it's up to 90 degrees. On Friday, football night, it'll be up to 88 during the day. Don't know what it'll be at game time, but it won't be balmy. How's that? Right now in Marion and Grant County, it is 62 degrees.
22 minutes after 8, and let's continue with Charity Bailey and Allison Everett from the Grant County Economic Growth Council. I know we want to talk about Grant's Got Talent.
Yes.
And that's going to be Charity's job, I guess, this morning, right?
Yes. Grant's Got Talent is a training program that was created from the Growth Council, Grant County Manufacturers WorkOne and Ivy Tech to address the skills gap that manufacturers have been talking to us about through the Growth Council. So we are using the MMSC nationally recognized program. We're currently doing the CPT class, which is the Certified Production Technician. The first class is finishing up this week, and then the second class will be starting in October.
Do you find that there's a real willingness in this community for people to retrain and upgrade their skills? Are people really jumping at this?
Yes and no. The students, the potential students that we interviewed back in June were amazing. They were so excited about getting additional training and being a part of this program. But on the other hand, we didn't have enough students to fill the class. So there's a little bit of both. We would love to fill the class. We think that Grant County has great opportunity, great employees, potential employees. They're out there. We just have to get them connected to the right programs.
Who's eligible to participate? How do you define the limits on it?
Anybody in Grant County, any adult. This is it's a post-education program. So they just have to be interested in manufacturing. They actually don't even have to have a manufacturing background to get in. They just have to go through some assessment tests through WorkOne.
Do you work with Ivy Tech at all on this? I mean, is there some cross-pollination there?
Ivy Tech is where the classes are located, and they provide the professor. Okay. So, yes.
In terms of size of class, how many do you actually need?
We need a minimum of 8. That's our goal. This past session we had 6. That's finishing up Friday. So we would really love to see 8, 10, 15. I would love to see 15. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Suppose it's too late for us to learn a skilled trade?
No, it's not.
Why start now, Ed? For you're retired. You don't need to do that. Me, I do need to. Yeah. I don't know. Now, for people who may be financially challenged with this, are there some options out there for them?
It is financially subsidized through the community, so they should definitely, if they're at all interested, I would say if they are interested in manufacturing, have an outstanding work ethic, and are interested in additional training, contact WorkOne, and the finances will work themselves out.
Now, what is WorkOne, briefly?
WorkOne is just a job assistance program,
that's administered by the state?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now-
we have an office right here in Marion, and they're the ones processing all of the applications and doing the information sessions and all of that.
I'm wondering, it may be tough for them to work through with Alex Husky now since he's starting up, as a president of Ivy Tech. I'm not sure if we can work past that, but good luck, All right. The next class session would start, if you can get enough students in.
It will start October 6th. It's
Okay.
from 1 to 5 p.m. At Ivy Tech, Marion's campus. It is an online curriculum, but consists of hands-on activities and tours of local manufacturing plants.
Okay.
Now, when you say adults that live in Grant County, we're talking 18 plus. Mm-hmm. Do they have
Yes.
to have reached a certain level of education? They have to be a high school grad or GED? None of that necessarily?
No.
Just 18 plus. Yeah. Okay. How do they make sure that they get more information?
Through WorkOne. WorkOne is going to be hosting 2 information sessions. That's basically just to find out if they're interested in this program. So those will be Thursday, the 21st, which is tomorrow, and also Thursday, the 28th at 3 p.m. And they can also visit WorkOne at 850 North Miller Avenue here in Marion, or call them.
Okay, very good. Ladies, a quick... Oh, I'm sorry, do you have a follow-up on
Yeah,
this?
I suppose
I'm
part of
sorry.
the challenge for you is getting the word to the people who most need to hear the word, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because you've got people who are underemployed
Yep.
or unemployed, who have kind of tuned out all of the information coming in from the outside.
Yeah, and I think so many people feel like they either don't have the right qualifications or they've been unemployed for too long and, technology has passed them up or whatever their reason is. But this is a really great program. I have been so impressed with it, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. It's one of the most exciting things that I do
And
at
you've
the
had
Growth
people
Council.
go through the program.
This is the first class
your
that's
first
finishing
class
this week.
is finishing up. We ought to have somebody come in who has completed the class
Yeah, that would be
and
great.
talk about
I was
it.
going
A
to say,
great group of 6.
do you mind
Yeah.
taking that on as a task? Maybe one of you guys could
Definitely.
gently twist an arm or two and see if
Yeah.
they'd come out. That'd be
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I hope they're listening right now.
yeah.
I told them that I was going to be on, so
Oh,
now they'll
good.
know that I'll be reaching out to them.
Ladies, do we want to promote the Day of Innovation? I guess it's coming up here, the 28th? Is that right?
Yes.
Allison, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Day of Innovation is hosted by Centric Indy, and it's an innovative consulting firm in Indianapolis, and it's an entire day of creative, innovative speakers. Awards will be given. The Growth Council has a discount code if anyone from the community is interested in joining us on our Indy field trip, which will be Thursday, August 28th, and it's all day. And there's more information on our website at grantcounty.com.
All right. Ladies, anything else you'd like to make mention of before we wrap up this morning?
I just want to say my favorite part of the Grants Got Talent program is we got to do tours of all the local manufacturers that are involved in the program. Agricor, American Woodmark, Hartson Kennedy, GM. I have
Pretty
driven
interesting,
by
isn't
all
it?
of these buildings for so
Yep.
long and always wondered what happened behind those walls.
Yep.
And that was really neat, and I think that the students appreciated that as well.
Ladies, thanks for coming in. We appreciate the update from the council, the Economic Growth Council. All right.
Thank you.
Want to thank Charity Bailey and Allison Everett for their information this morning. Our Family Conversation segment with Family Service Society is coming up. It's after the local news, and Ed's next with that on WBAT's Good Morning Grant County.